Number one, housing development program. It's number one and the best. Housing development program. Number one, housing development program. In Nigeria, housing development program. In Africa, housing development program. And the globe.
Consider the Nigerian housing sector in 2017, there are three things that stand out: the Nigerians' housing deficit, solving the affordability problem, and government housing policies. Affordability remains the biggest problem, as many people, despite having decent jobs and a fair income, cannot afford the high-interest mortgages offered by banks. What is in store for the Nigerian housing sector in 2018? For the global housing sector in 2018, experts are of the view that the coming year will usher in a thriving residential and non-residential property market, rich with opportunities for both buyers and sellers. We only hope for a better housing sector in Nigeria in 2018. You're watching Housing Development, and I am your housing diva, Flora. I'll join you in a moment.
My name is Dr. Mrs. Hannatu Adamu Fika. Actually, I'm a great fan of this program. Every week, I stay back and watch AIT to ensure that I listen to what they say, and I want to encourage all Nigerians to watch this program.
Welcome back. Now let's see what is trending in the housing sector.
Thank you, Flora. With me today is Dr. Joshua Agbagbe, Chairman, Value Chain Project Consultant Limited. It's good to have you, sir.
Thank you, viewers.
Rent-to-own is new in Nigeria. How feasible is this model?
Well, rent-to-own first has to be understood. What is rent-to-own? Rent-to-own is actually like an integrated form of home ownership scheme, which combines being just a tenant who is renting a home and/or becoming a homeowner through a purchase. Okay? Because in the international version of rent to own, you are allowed to rent the house for a couple of years or more, subject to when you can now afford to own the home through most probably a mortgage. So that's what rent-to-own actually means. That means you're entering a home as a tenant with an option to become the landlord, Nigerian famous landlord at a point in time.
How successful has the policy been in Nigeria?
In the UK, very successful. Okay, social housing is a policy, while rent-to-own is a commercial expression of that policy. So it's working in the UK. In Nigeria, it's still new, it's still virgin. At the last National Housing Policy meeting, I think, I was told, and I'm aware of that, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria Special Projects, I think, Department presented to the council a rent-to-own proposal, and under the chairmanship of the Minister of Power Works and Housing, Fashola, and it was adopted, it was accepted. So the Federal Mortgage Bank is spearheading a national version of the rent-to-own.
Thank you, Dr. Joshua, for your time.
Thank you, viewers.
I've been speaking with Dr. Joshua Agbagbe, the Chairman, Value Chain Project Consultant Limited. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I have another guest in the studio, and he is Abdul Fatai Garba, FTY, board member, Chicago Association of Realtors Global Council. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How profitable is a rent-to-own scheme to a developer?
It's basically understanding the fact that rent-to-own can be interpreted in two different facets. Rent-to-own as a profit-making venture, or rent-to-own to be a social program. And I think with the situation in Nigeria, rent-to-own can be used to bridge the gap of the housing deficit that we have now. It's reported that we have 17 million deficits, which to a larger extent, rent-to-own can be used as a stopgap for now until evolve and develop into a system where you now have credit system in place as a country.
As a member, Chicago Association of Realtors, how can we borrow from the scheme?
Okay, looking at rent-to-own from the perspective of the United States and looking at social housing, which basically we call Section 8, I think if we're able to bring those two ideas together and intermarry them, we can be able to have something that we can work on right now. Essentially, in the United States, rent-to-own is a creative form of financing, which basically means it gives you an opportunity to take care of maybe you have credit issues, you have problems with paying down payments, and you cannot get any of these banks to give you a down payment assistance or any of this government agency to give you grants towards your down payment. You can now have a rent-to-own program where you now have a term option to buy clause in the contract, and that's basically like, oh, you're given 3 years to make sure you get all your stuff right, your credit, your down payment, whatever you need to, to do a loan. And after the 3 years, you can now assume a loan. Part of that, part of the rent you're paying, some portion of it can be used to assist you towards your down payment. So that's what rent-to-own is in the typical society in the United States. Now, let's talk about social housing. Social housing, from the American perspective, it's an opportunity for people who are less privileged to ask government to help them with housing. It's called welfare program. So if you look at those two perspectives, I think there should be an opportunity for us to bring all these two together to see how the government of Nigeria can now have an evolving system that can help for now until we build the real estate industry to a level where it's okay internationally for us to have credits and credit facilities.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with Abdul Fatai Garba, FTY, board member, Chicago Association of Realtors Global Council. Stay tuned. Glad to have you back. It's still the Housing Development Program on AIT in showcasing the activities of the Federal Housing Authority. I have with me today in the studio Mr. Tunde Okpemisho, the MD CEO, Ambience Blue Communication. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, looking at the Nigerian housing sector, how will you rate its performance?
I would not say all is well with the housing sector in Nigeria. And why is that so? At a point, government, maybe on the wrong advice, thought they could hand over totally from housing. It is not done anywhere in the world. Even in the developed countries, in the developed societies, government still has a major hand in housing. And since that happened, there has been a lull in housing. Now what is happening is we are building, the rich are building for the rich, for those who can afford it. The other segments of society, the low-income workers, the middle-income workers, are just out on their own at the mercy of Shylock builders and all that. Government has a duty to regulate, to formulate policy, and to police the sector. And more than that, until we go back to the basics and develop a framework for social housing development in Nigeria, we will not get it right.
We're already in 2018. What agenda would you set for the government?
Government should engage the reverse gear of the vehicle so that they can move in a new direction. And the new direction is to invigorate the mortgage system. Today, you cannot get any mortgage loan that is single digit. And you cannot get any mortgage loan that is more than that repayment period is more than 10 years. Elsewhere, it's about 30 years. So if you have a mortgage that is about 30 years, you can plan your life. Even as your income grows, you will be able to pay conveniently. And the percentages, and it's not their fault because there are no short-term funds. Those who put money in the bank are not putting it there for 40 years. They are putting it there for 3 months, for 9 months. If you use money for somebody put there for 3 months and for 9 months, and you give it to somebody for 25 years, you'll be in trouble. So we have to really rework the mortgage system in Nigeria to ensure that people are able to get long-term loans, to ensure that and design a model that makes it possible for market women, for traders, for artisans, for all those people on the streets to be able to form groups and access loans. Today they can't do it. So what we do is to ensure that government comes in. Your government cannot totally disengage from housing. You cannot just say you are setting policy alone. There are people you need to minister to. And I say it again because I need to emphasize it. Social housing. Social housing is the way to go. Until FHA is saved from the idea of people, management, general manager, executive people coming and just allocating land. Not allocating, selling land. The whole of Gwarimpa in Abuja now is water courses, green areas, play, everywhere has been sold. The idea originally was that a percentage of the land in Gwarimpa and in our estates will be left for special units. Those are people, individuals who have money, so that they can dilute the monotony of our designs. So that rather than just see the same type of houses, all here and there, you see different type of houses. That was the idea. So we allocate to them. But the language has now changed from allocation to sale, outright sale.
Thank you for coming on the program, sir.
Thank you.
That's the much we can take on this interview segment. Now, over to you, Flora, for the remaining part of the program.
It's that time when I give you good value for your time and money. Do you need to move from being a tenant to a landlord, or you're searching for a genuine estate development company with a flexible payment plan? Then Urban Shelter Limited is the right company for you. The Chief Operating Officer will give more details.
Over the past 30 years, Urban Shelter has spent tremendous amount of resources in defining and developing technologies that would allow us to house Nigerians, basically at a very affordable price. I'm glad to say that Urban Shelter, as of today, is one of the leading organizations in providing housing, affordable housing for Nigerians. The Brick City project, located in Kubwa, Abuja, is a fair example that shows you where Urban Shelter has housed over 1,200 families with price range in a range of 5 million naira. I believe as of today, we are one of the most important companies, or one of the largest companies that had attained that level of satisfaction. In doing so, Urban Shelter has contributed to a large extent to all the programs that the federal government has initiated in providing housing for all. We are participant in the FISH program. We also contributed into the Land Swap Act of the FCT. We are owner and developer of the two major factories of clay brick, the red brick, in Nigeria. So what that does, it allows us to control the cost implication that comes into developing a house. Once you control the cost, you can control the deliverables. I'm glad to say that that product is manufactured and provided in Nigeria. It's not imported. It allows us to control the cost of it. We also use Nigerians to develop and build these houses. So I think those elements put together allow us to provide those houses at a very low low price. That, to an extent, I believe, would contribute drastically in reducing our housing deficit. Urban Shelter Limited has been working in the past year to develop a flexible payment plan that would allow its clients to key in easily. We have analyzed and reviewed the tremendous issues and challenges associated with the mortgage in Nigeria, and we thought that defining a flexible way for people to own a house is the way forward. In doing so, Urban Shelter developed the Stay and Pay program that allows you to move into your house and continue paying while you live into the house. So we thought that that could not only allow you to pay your house while living in it, but will also allow you to stay away from paying rent while you're trying to acquire a house. The Stay and Pay also, depending on the projects, gives you a flexibility to pay over 5, 6, 7, or even 10 years. We thought that it could be a tremendous instrument that would allow people to acquire more and to really afford more in the premise of getting a house. It's project specific. The payment term on the years vary on projects, but it does go across the entire products that we offer in Urban Shelter. Urban Shelter Limited is located in Wuse Zone 5, at Shippers Plaza. It's very accessible. We are open literally 6 days a week. Our website, urbanshelternigeria.com, is really good resources to access to Urban Shelter, the different products that Urban Shelter offer, to get more insight. We do have general numbers that will be available for people that would like to reach out to Urban Shelter.
To get a house at any of the housing estate developed by Urban Shelter Limited, do not hesitate to call the number showing on your TV screen. This year, 2018, Nigeria is going to witness another super mega event like never before that will bring together people from all over the world. I'm talking about the 12th Abuja International Housing Show, the largest housing and construction event in West Africa. Here are what stakeholders, exhibitors that attended the 2017 Abuja International Housing Show are saying.
Actually, I'm looking for something massive because we started all these things together. We started with Festus, from day one, and we're happy that thing is growing. I call this one a monster. This one is massive, and definitely what we're going to see next is going to be better than this. I expect better outing in the next in the 12th, Abi? Yeah, in the 12th housing show.
It has so far. We've been excited since we've been here since morning, and so far we've had so many people come around to find out about our project. Some know us already, some actually our clients, and they're even making good remarks and referring us to new clients that were here trying to make inquiries. So far it's a good platform for us to meet the stakeholders in the industry. We've talked to even banks like NMRC, the mortgage banks. So it's a good exposure for us. Get to meet the Abuja people who are interested in developing. Also, people who are in the industry themselves to partner and share ideas, and also to meet the end user, which is the off-taker who wants to get a home for himself.
Yeah, but we actually prefer Abuja Housing Show to other exhibitions because we attend other exhibitions, but Abuja Housing Show seems more organized, and the traffic that come in is a lot because people who come in, they are mostly builders, developers, so they are coming to see what to buy for their project, and some of them come here to see houses, to like some housing packages that they can buy for themselves. So it is actually a very good exhibition.
The 12th Abuja International Housing Show would hold from the 16th to the 18th of July 2018 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. This is one event you don't want to miss. For bookings and inquiries, call 081-897-50000 or visit www.abujainternationalhousingshow.com.
The Abuja Housing Show is an annual event that brings together many vendors and exhibitors, providing attendees the opportunity of networking. The Housing and Construction Expo ran, during which time approximately 15,000 people attended the event. Abuja Housing Show generally attracts foreign visitors to Nigeria and the host city, Abuja. There is always an influx of visitors and the opportunity to network with thousands of attendees from contractors, developers, architects, government and other construction industry professionals. Will feature over 200 local and international exhibitors and thousands of quality attendees showcasing the latest projects, development, investment and opportunities. The most highly regarded Abuja Housing Show Conference and Exhibitions aims to not only bring together top decision makers in the housing construction industry, but also create opportunities for the visitors to witness and experience the latest equipment, machineries, innovation of construction, interior designs and property developers. Why exhibit? Meet the right people. The event will bring together the key players in the market, providing exhibitors with valuable face time with both existing clients and potential new business partners. It is the best way to make sure you are meeting the right people for you. Exhibitions are a great way to build relationships, make sales and gather relevant leads. Face-to-face interaction allows your sales team to achieve the equivalent of 2 months of work across 3 days. Exhibitions are a great way to stand out from the crowd, build an attention-grabbing stand, have your best staff on site, conduct some effective pre-show promotions, and scrupulously follow up with the contacts you've made. Showcase your latest products and solutions. Take advantage of the high number of visitors and the various demo programs throughout the event. To showcase your latest product and build your brand awareness, appeal to all visitors looking for solutions for their major construction and infrastructure projects by introducing your latest technologies and services. Abuja Housing Show is the ideal event for any new product and technology launches.
You're still watching Housing Development. The Karumo District Market, developed by Rural Homes Limited, is soon open for more subscribers. It's a market like no other, built with state-of-the-art facilities with different sizes of shops available. Here's a report from Rural Homes Limited.
Are you looking for the best place to sell and display your goods or services? Are you concerned that the task force might soon evict you from your makeshift stall? Or are you simply looking for a more comfortable, safe environment to do your business? What if I told you that you can now rest your nerves as Rural Homes Limited is developing a state-of-the-art market experience never seen before? The Karumo District Market promises to deliver the best facilities available in the commercial business property industry. From open and closed stalls, deluxe shops, luxury shops, warehouses, banks, restaurants, and even a clinic. You can rest assured that the Karumo District Market has everything for everyone. The buyer is not left out too. The Karumo District Market promises to give you and your clients the best marketing experience. Paved pedestrian walkways, tarred roads, ample interlocked parking space, beautiful green landscaping, flowing drainage and sewer systems, street lights, and of course, a standby generator. And if financing is your problem, no need to fret. There is a business-friendly payment plan available for you. At the Karumo District Market, the client always comes first. For bookings and inquiries, call 081 300 31414 or 081 300 22392. Hurry now and buy your spot at the Karumo District Market and watch as your business grows.
It is time to upgrade and get a befitting shop that will make your business grow. Contact Rural Homes number showing on your TV screen to get started. That's the much I can bring on today because of time, but we can continue this conversation on all our social media platforms displayed right now on the screen. If you missed any part of the program and you wish to watch it over again and previous ones, you can watch via the YouTube channel Housing TV Africa. Keep a date next week. I remain your housing diva, Flora Anne. God bless Nigeria. Bye-bye.